The House of Lords scandal, a deep dive into cash-for-access allegations. The hallowed halls of the House of Lords, a chamber traditionally associated with esteemed public service and unwavering integrity, are currently embroiled in a scandal that threatens to shake its very foundations. Revelations of alleged cash-for-access schemes involving prominent peers have triggered a wave of outrage and prompted formal investigations, casting a long shadow over the institution's reputation and raising serious questions about the ethical standards of its members. At the heart of this unfolding drama is Lord Richard Dannatt, a former head of the British Army and a peer of the realm. Secretly filmed conversations reveal Dannatt offering his services to undercover reporters posing as representatives of a potential commercial client seeking to lobby the government. His proposition was clear. For a fee, he would leverage his connections and influence to secure meetings with key ministers, effectively bypassing established protocols and potentially compromising the integrity of the legislative process. Dannatt's brazen offer directly contradicts the House of Lords' strict rules prohibiting peers from engaging in lobbying activities. His recorded statements paint a picture of a system where personal connections and privileged access can be bought and sold, undermining the principles of transparency and accountability that should underpin parliamentary processes. He explicitly detailed his strategy, outlining how he would make a point of getting to know the most influential minister, skillfully navigating the labyrinthine corridors of power to ensure his client's interests were heard. Beyond mere introductions, Dannatt revealed a history of facilitating access for commercial entities. He admitted to previously introducing a company, in which he held a shareholding, to a minister and civil servants. This admission further strengthens the perception of a blatant disregard for ethical conduct and raises concerns about potential conflicts of interest. The implications are far-reaching, suggesting a potential pattern of behavior that has gone unchecked for far too long. The Lords Commissioners for Standards have swiftly launched an official investigation into Dannatt's actions, focusing on two potential breaches of the House of Lords Code of Conduct. The first centers on the fundamental requirement for peers to act always on their personal honor, a cornerstone of parliamentary ethics. The second pertains to the specific prohibition against lobbying activities by members of the House. The severity of these potential violations underscores the seriousness of the situation and the potential for significant repercussions. Lord Dannatt's case is not an isolated incident. Another peer, Lord Evans of Watford, is also facing a conduct inquiry following similar allegations of cash-for-access. Undercover recordings captured Evans offering access to ministers in exchange for substantial financial payments related to a commercial deal potentially worth tens of thousands of pounds. He was even recorded advising the undercover reporters on how to effectively approach Deputy Prime Minister and Housing Secretary Angela Rayner, highlighting the potentially deep-seated nature of this alleged practice. While Evans denies any wrongdoing and claims to have received no payments, the accusations remain deeply troubling. The investigations into both Lord Dannatt and Lord Evans represent a crucial step toward addressing the deeply rooted concerns regarding the ethical standards within the House of Lords. These cases highlight the potential for abuse of power and influence, jeopardizing the integrity of the legislative process and eroding public trust in the institution. The outcomes of these investigations will be closely watched not only by the public, but also by those within Parliament itself, as they will determine the future direction of accountability and ethical conduct within the House of Lords. The current scandals raise fundamental questions about the effectiveness of existing regulatory frameworks and the need for more stringent measures to prevent future abuses. The ease with which these peers allegedly offered access to ministers underscores the need for greater transparency and stronger oversight mechanisms. The ongoing investigations must be thorough, impartial, and result in meaningful consequences to deter future transgressions and restore public faith in the integrity of the House of Lords. The future of this esteemed institution may well depend on the outcome of these crucial inquiries. The public demands a swift, decisive, and transparent resolution to this crisis, ensuring that those who violate the trust placed upon them face appropriate consequences. The integrity of the House of Lords, and indeed the British parliamentary system, hangs in the balance. The coming months will be critical in determining whether the Lords can successfully address these serious allegations and restore public confidence in its processes. The eyes of the nation, and indeed the world, are watching.